For more on this, we're joined by NBC News correspondent for investigations, Tom Winter. Tom, thanks for being with us. So let's talk through what's next here. We know now the investigation involves federal agents. Where do things stand this morning and what comes next?
Right. So we know, and we just got word that the person, Robert Climo, is in custody at Highland Park Police right now. That's where he is. We anticipate a 12 Eastern time press conference. That's when we should get some more details. The question is whether or not he's going to be charged today. They said yesterday he was a person of interest, and they said that they believed he is, in fact, the shooter. And so what is he charged with? And then I think, obviously, people want to know the motive. As Tom referred to, there were a number of social media postings that had to do with mass shootings, violence for sure. That's the kind of the undercurrent. Was there an additional motive there? That's something that we have to look at. Was it targeted to a specific community? Obviously, given his family's ties, he knew where to be and he knew where to go to do what he did yesterday. You talked about the federal agent component of this, the ATF critical. When he left behind that rifle yesterday, that was a huge clue that could have been helpful there. Then you have the FBI SWAT was there when they rolled up and made that arrest yesterday. Apparently, a North Chicago police officer spotted the car. And then they were able, after a short pursuit, to pull him over and to take him into custody without firing any shots from either side. It was interesting in the FBI seeking information poster yesterday. We noticed that the photo of the vehicle appeared to have been from perhaps a toll camera. So it'd be interesting to see if they tracked him that way in part.
You mentioned the disturbing social media history, looking at that and then just looking at our reporting on what we've learned since we've heard his name. What have we learned about the shooter? What do we know about him?
What we know is that there appears to have been no contact with law enforcement previously, at least none that we can find. I was actually, just before coming down here to speak with you all, going through various court filings and court systems in Illinois. So we don't see that. What we do see is an individual who was of age to purchase the firearm here. A high-powered rifle is what police say. That's just a euphemism for an assault rifle. And listening to the video and the audio of the shots, it's very clear that it does appear to be a semi-automatic weapon, perhaps modified. Those shots are pretty close together, so that's something that we're going to have to watch today. Second thing is, you know, as far as his background and his past, obviously with tremendous roots to that community, what was the reason why he chose that event yesterday to essentially attack his hometown? And I think that's something we're going to have to watch closely.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.